So today we're going over the differences between the two ADE Advanced Optics red dot sights, the Spike and the Stringray. Alright, so first off, both these guns are empty. Go ahead and we'll take the mag out. Empty chamber. Put those both aside for now. Nothing there. Nothing there. So, first off, I hope you guys can see that the Stringray is a lot bigger, a lot wider than the actual Spike. That is the first obvious point of where these do not fit. If you look at the screws, you can see the screws of the Spike are a lot closer than they are on the Stringray. I will go ahead and I'll take a measurement off of each one of them. The opening between the Stringray is 0.44 inches. So that is from that edge of the screw to the edge. So that is how far apart they are. From edge to edge, they are 0.44. Let's check the Spike real quick. Edge to edge, they are 0.26. So that is a big reason why this will not fit on an RMR cut, or this will not fit on a Canik TP9 Elite. If you're ordering a red dot for a Canik TP9 Elite and you're going to go with an ADE Advanced Optics sight and go with the Spike, it will fit. The Stringray will not, and vice versa. If you have a Glock or an RMR cut, the Spike will not fit an RMR cut. It's too narrow. It's 1 inch wide. The RMR is 0.1 inches wide, so it's 1/10 of an inch wider. The Stringray is 1/10 of an inch wider than the Spike. That's why we cannot interchange these two. The lens on the Stringray is 0.96 wide and 0.60 tall. The Spike is 0.6 tall as well, but the lens is only 0.87 wide. Both of them do have integrated rear sights. I have been told that ADE Advanced Optics does put fiber optics in the back. I cannot confirm nor deny that. I do not know that firsthand. So ADE, Tony, if you're watching this, go ahead and comment on there, but that is a little bit of the difference between these two. All right, so I hope after today, guys, this helped answer a few of the questions between the Spike and the Stringray. The Spike was built off of the footprint of the RMS shield, so that's why this fits onto here. That's why it fits on the Hellcat. That's why it'll also fit on the Springfield XL. Now then, that's why it will not fit on the RMR cut. Now the Stringray is built for the RMR cut. It does fit on any cut slide for the RMR. You are going to have a little bit of gap. This is an RMR cut slide, but it does fit. I do like how, like I said earlier, how low that actually sets in the gun. These are very good options for affordable red dot sights, but you do need to know which one it fits. If you guys would like to know more about each one of these videos, I'm going to leave links in the description down below to the original videos. I already did an original video on this, and I've done an original video on that. So if you guys like to see them, go ahead and look in the link down below, or click the upper right hand corner. There'll be cookies popping up probably about now, or about now, maybe now. They do not have auto or shake awake capabilities. They are on constantly, not a big deal. If you have some kind of a cover or a cap, I would recommend getting it to put it over it, or keep it in a dark place. I have some of these from some clone RMRs that I've bought that were garbage, but they did come with these. It would be nice if they did include something like that to be able to cover it, so when it's not in use, it does help the battery life. I have a 1-year battery life on a constant on, so every year just change your battery. Not a big deal. It would be nice to have something to cover those to keep the battery life a little longer. I do know for other ADE Advanced Optics such as this, they do have a nice tight cover. I wish they do something like that with those as well. Well, that was a costly mistake. I sent about 15 rounds downrange through the P80 Glock 19 with the Stringray on it. That was like $15 wasted downrange for no video. So I only have 15 rounds left because these are the two guns I brought out to shoot with these, and I ran another video with the 9mm. So I only have 7 and 8 in these two guns. Now I'm going to run the Stringray first, Show you what it's like. This is the Stringray. This is the ADE Advanced Optic. This is a great gun. These optics run extremely well, no flaws. Still holding 0. I gotta go set up a target because, as you guys can see, I did shoot one of the targets off there. All right, Stringray, here we go. Those last 3 are on me, just trying different targets out. The Stringray does hold 0 very well. I've not had any issues with this. Actually, as a matter of fact, guys, I've never had any issues with any ADE Advanced Optic red dot sight, whether it be on a pistol, rifle, whatever. These things run great, run flawless. I love this little red dot sight. They only fit on the RMR cuts, as we just went over all the specs, but that is the ADE Advanced Optic Stringray in action there, guys. All right, so now we're going to the Canik TP9 Elite SC. The reason we're going with this is because this holds the spike. Now, like I said, guys, the spike is smaller, so it does fit on smaller slides, smaller frame guns. Not all of them. It's what they call the RMS footprint. So, like I said, I only have 8 rounds in this. I do carry this gun quite a bit. As you can see, it's completely decked out with other ADE stuff, such as the flashlight and the laser. So let's go ahead and get some rounds down range, get these 8 rounds down range, and see how it goes. As you guys can see, I'm much better with this gun. I love this gun. I love the trigger on it. Now, I said in the original video that I put on this red dot, the spike red dot, that I don't know if this trigger get any better. I've had a few people comment that, hey, it can get better. There are aftermarket triggers out there and they highly recommend them. So I might actually try to upgrade this trigger in the future. But as of right now, guys, like I said, this little guy runs and holds extremely well. Hope that explained a lot of difference between the Stringray and the spike. But I do get a lot of comments of what the difference is, if like the spike will fit on an RMS or if the Stringray will fit on a Vortex Venom footprint. No, it won't. It is an RMR footprint. So your slide has to have an RMR cut to be able to take the Stringray, and to be able to take the spike, it needs an RMS cut. I hope that answers some of your questions. If you have more questions, guys, and ask them down in the comments down below. I'll do my best to answer them. Heck, I might even make another video on the difference between these 2 red dots. So if you like what you've watched, give me a like, subscribe. Feel free to share this on any social media out there. You can follow me on social media. My social medias are Instagram, Facebook, Full30.com, Gunstreamer, and YouTube. Thanks for shooting the breeze with me, guys. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe. I appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.